This is emmavoid. Nice to see you guys all back. And we're here to keep playing some Hiveswap. So, yesterday Joey got her tap shoes for ballet shoes. This music's really loud on my end. I'm gonna turn that down a little. There we go. That should be better. Couldn't even hear myself talking. Alright. Last time, our protagonist, Joey, managed to find her tap shoes, her ballet shoes, and her old weapon, which is apparently a flashlight, but it's out of batteries. But for now, we're heading to the attic like Joey's brother, Jude, told her to do. So. Oh, crap. It's locked. Okay, well, let's look through. Oh, wow, that's not at all spoopy. Also, hey, look, it's one of Grandpa's guns. Weird. What the heck was that thing? That was very spooky. Hey, the attic door is locked. Cripes, forgot about that. Tactical blunder on my part. Over. It's fine, no big deal. Just left the safety of my room to be eaten by monsters in the hallway because my dorky brother sent me to the safety of the wrong side of a locked door. It's not fine, over. Jude, panic not necessary. Still need to get you to the attic, over. For safety, right. Well, whatever, I'm trusting you, I guess. Appreciate that, over. Although so far it hasn't really paid off. Joey, please, just need you to head to trophy room, over. Oh, gross, I hate that place. Why does he even need a special trophy room when our whole house is just his dumping ground for whatever garbage he picks up on his stupid adventures? We'll find key to attic there. Mysterious whims of absent father not relevant, over. Fine. Over and out. Alright, well, I guess we're headed back downstairs then. Why are we still blinking here? So, head to the trophy room. Affirmative, over. Got it. Over and out. No. That was weird. Alright. Wait a sec, can I? Slinky! You're loath to touch it and disturb whatever astronomically improbable equilibrium is at play. Best just to leave it be. Yeah, alright. Makes sense. Alright, so, trophy room. Probably downstairs. Oh, look at this. Let's close this so I can get a look back here. No, nothing. Alright. Some great photos and portraits of your mostly great family. You decide to take a closer look. Ooh la la! That there mom is looking très magnifique. Très glamnifique. Awesome. When you grow up, you hope this is what mirrors will look like. Ah, adorable. Mom is the picture of grace and radiance, and Pa is just Pa. Seriously, has he ever changed his look? Sometimes you wonder if he was born with his spectacles and mustache, or at least one of the two. Pa used to be great with animals. You wonder what happened? Maybe a betrayal? No, impossible. Look how good that dog is. That dog never betrayed anybody in his entire life. You would stake your entire reputation on it. The whole thing. Wow, cause yeah, that's totally back there. There aren't any pictures of the three of you together, so you tried to make one, through the art of composition. By hanging these three solo photos together, it's kind of like there's a photo of all three of you. Sorta. Aww. A lovely diptych of school portraits. The laser background, the bad hair days, simply perfection. Yeah, sounds about right. Jude puts the dip in diptych, you mutter to yourself. Such an unreal burn on the unsuspecting chump, but he probably wouldn't even get it. Come to think of it, maybe neither do you. You and your very good dog. Aww. Pa, and someone you presume is his sister? Nobody he's ever mentioned, not that the two of you talk much. Kind of weird to think you might have, like, a second cousin out there you've never met. Maybe she died young. The old-timey times were pretty rough. You and Jude have a lot of fun memories with your babysitter. By now, probably more than with Mom and Pa combined. You'd always thought of her as the kind of cool and fun older kid you wanted to be, until you got old enough to realize she's a pretty sucky role model. You wonder what her family is like, but it's probably not your place to ask. Aww, look at Roxy there, being adorable with the 2 little kiddos. Sorry, I lost control for a moment there. Can't even look at this picture. You deplore cruelty to animals, one of the many ways you and your father never saw eye to eye. One of the other ways was how he never actually looked at you much, let alone at your eyes. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh wait, I already looked at that one. And yeah, I think that's all of them actually. Cool. Alright. Downstairs. Well, partially downstairs. He looked like a dragon. This guy... what's he so happy about anyway? His expression probably made more sense in its original context, that is to say, whatever tomb or temple or whatever that your pa plundered him from. Does look very cool though. Oh. Well, it seems the power is out. That should make the trophy room quite the adventure, which is to say, not quite the adventure you wish you were having right now. Oof. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Hey, wait up, go back. Like, can I look at any of this stuff over here? Not really. Okay, back down. Okay, wow. One of your pa's recent victims. You love animals. He loves killing animals and turning them into ghoulish trophies, celebrating his victory over nature. Yeah, big man. As long as he has a big, stupid gun. Ah, that's a pretty good explanation of why she doesn't like guns. It's a bear that your pa shot and turned into a trophy. Now all his friends who come in this room will think, oh, this guy shot a bear. Okay. Except he doesn't really have any friends, and he's never here, so it's just a nice big horrifying thing for you to deal with. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey look, it's this remote. Pa's major totem of power. The clunky gadget controls the TV, the garage door, toaster, thermostat, pretty much everything else of a with a charge. Probably a bit of a typo. Everything else with a charge running through it. It's pretty hefty. Let's scavenge it. You pop open this behemoth and score! You pocket the E-cell batteries, right into the old Silodex. Well, it would seem the power's out. Classic PsyOps over. What? Credit where it's due. Best way to destabilize countermeasures. Leave you in the dark. Literally. Over. Not literally. It's still, like, late afternoon. I can see fine. Should have no trouble getting the trophy room then. Over. Fine then, Mr. Mission Control. Yes, great. Over and out. I gotta say, I really love how they interact. Beanbag chair. Super comfy and thankfully not filled with real beans. You could take a nap, but you've kind of got a lot going on right now, you know? Yeah, that's understandable. Can I grab these? No? Okay. A piano can be used to turn the slight motion of one's fingers into music. Those ivories, how they beg to be tickled. But you mustn't. Also, you, can't. What if I do this? Oh, that would be just the thing, wouldn't it? Some kind of eerie, lonely sonata to really set the tone for the adventure ahead. Something in a minor key, maybe? It's a shame that would probably provoke a bunch of monsters to eat you. Also, you can't really play the piano. Ah, that's unfortunate. Oh well. Is this... No, it's still... Pet Vet, the doctor is out. She's adorable. It's amazing. I love it. Hey, let's look at this painting over here. This piece was too depressing, so you gave it a nice refinishing. If your pa has a problem with it, he's welcome to say so the next time he's actually around. You wonder if you'll if you'll be driving by then. To college? Where you teach because you're an adult and 20 years have passed? Yeah, that sounds about right. The ladies in these paintings are eerily beautiful, although maybe everyone would look like that in blue. The lamp, goodness, you'd like to meet the lady who modeled for it someday. Headcanon, Joey's totally into girls. Oh, creepy things outside, running around, being extra creepy. Let's go back this way. You can't tell if the noises you hear are from the monsters or the wind. It's either some particularly whooshy monsters or some really groany wind. Ooh. Just your reliable old portable cassette player, complete with headphones. Jude can occasionally be found using it to even further isolate himself from reality. It's the handheld gaming device that you and Jude share. He hogs it mostly, but that's alright, since you got the console in your room. You have it on good authority that the batteries in this thing are A, way too small for anything you may or may not currently need batteries for, and B, dead as a bag of doornails. Sounds about right. Dead batteries, of course, seems to be a running theme. Let's see. We already saw that one. Hey, look, a TV. There's the big screen. Got the cable hookup and everything. It's your home altar, and your method of worship is listless vegetation. The gods reward you with glimpses of the divine. Clarissa, Alex Mack, and the cool green lady from Reboot. Yeah, she's very gay. You really like her. She's cool. It's adorable. I love it. What we got over here? This bookshelf contains several of Pa's books, including Pistols to Pelts, How to Turn Sweet, Intelligent Animals into Weird Rugs and Stuff, Teach Yourself Taxidermy, I guess, and Safari, Stories of Bold Men and the Animals They Killed from a Distance, even though they weren't hungry and did not intend to eat them. Yeah, she's pretty pissed at him, isn't she? Oh, alright, look at that. I need a bit of water. Give me a sec. I don't know if you're aware, but recording Let's Plays is thirsty work. Yeah. I don't actually expect her to go out there, but I want to see what she says. Leaving the protection of your home seems like a bad idea. Might be creatures and weirdos ahoy out there. You think you'll stay inside, where your chances of meeting creatures and weirdos are still pretty good, honestly. Okay. Off the edge. Hey, look, another blue beauty. This lamp makes you blush brighter than the lamp itself. She's adorable. Oof. We've always enjoyed this painting, particularly because the lion looks so alive. Whoever painted it must have had a very good imagination. Either that, or they painted it very, very fast. The Teddy Bear Outpatient Clinic is for stuffed animals who require treatment, but not an overnight stay. It's not just for stuffed bears, of course. It was named for its founder and chief physician, Ursula Teddy Bear. That is... she's too adorable. Okay. What else we got here? That's a freaky looking bear clock. Boy, your pa really gets inventive with his taxidermy, huh? What a ghoul. Also, I appreciate that there's scribblings on the wall back here. Let's see. Masks. These should probably be in a museum. Yeah, sounds about right. Oops. Oh wait, what's over here? Like... These used to be stacked neatly on the shelves, but your big dog came clambering through and slammed right into them. They tumbled everywhere. That was about 3 years ago. You aren't great housekeepers. Where does this take us? Ooh. There's stuff going on here, so I'm gonna go back this way and see what's up with this other door. Oh, dear God, that's even more creepy. Okay, okay, let's, I guess we'll head back to the kitchen then. Just as you passed into the living room, pulling the door shut behind you, it shuddered as something heavy and wet slammed against it from the other side. I can't see anything in the trophy room. It's way too dark. Odd. Rest of house navigable? Over. Considered utilizing flashlight? Over. You mean the one you filled with your pogs? That flashlight? Joey, please, over. No use dwelling on past, over. It doesn't matter anyway. Something's blocking the door to the trophy room now. Something? Over. Yeah, I'm not sure what. Strange. For now, recommend focus on restoring power before sun sets completely. Over. Oh jeez, you're right. Okay, I'll do that. Thanks for the reminder. Need electricity to retrieve key anyway. Over. What? Can't discuss over unsecure channel. Over and out. Jude is an odd one, and it keeps doing that. Any hot tips for getting the power back on? Power outage seems to grant invaders significant advantage. Over. That's not really a tip. That's more like just an explanation for why I'm trying to do it. Not sure what to tell you. Circuit breaker probably in basement. Over. See, that was very helpful. Thanks. Doing my best. Over and out. I gotta say, I do like their relationship. Okay, what have we got here? Hey, like a fax machine. The power is off, and as such, your fax machine is basically useless. This is an unacceptable state of affairs. You visualize all the delicious items that could be in the cool embrace of the refrigerator, but are not. Oh, so is there nothing to snack on? It's empty. Food shopping has become sporadic of late. Turns out tipsy babysitters are fairly bad at responsibilities. Yeah, that makes sense. Look, you're not saying you never have home-cooked meals. Your babysitter is a pretty good chef, even. It's just, well, none of you like doing dishes. And the nice thing about takeout is you can just eat it right out of the boxes and then throw the boxes away. Of course, none of you really like taking out the trash, either. God, that's really relatable. It's like, yeah, that's just my life, basically. You're even out of dog food? Things really have gotten desperate. I guess you can't blame your babysitter for running off to the store for groceries at what was retrospectively the worst possible time. Oh, that's just more of... The sink is full of dirty dishes. Someone should clean these up. No way. No way! You did them last time! It's Jude's turn now. You know what? After he completely ditched you for the treehouse earlier, maybe it can be Jude's turn for quite some time. Yeah, sounds about right. There are monsters out there, watching, working up an appetite. The backyard used to be so much more awesome before the monsters showed up. Let's see, anything else of interest other than, you know, the big obvious flashing thing? With all those monsters out there, you think you'll leave it shut. Also, you don't actually know how to open this window, short of breaking it. Oh, alright, I guess that makes sense. Open door. You really don't want to go out there right now. Tempting though it is to go rake more leaves. Ah, the struggle of the monster-bothered leaf pile enthusiast. You keep meaning to start a zine. The sound you've heard since you have entered the kitchen grows louder as you approach. The awful static is like nothing you've ever heard. You want to go back to not hearing it as soon as possible. You turn the radio off. Huh, simple enough. Give me a second, I'm looking at other stuff. Like Rumbo. Your babysitter has just really atrocious taste. You're only 14, and even you can tell that this is just really crummy. Yeah, sounds about right. You've cranked it all the way down to try and stop that awful noise. You crank it a little harder and, oops, you might have broken it. Actually, you're okay with that. It's off, and it'll stay that way. I guess this up here is the battery compartment. The radio is clearly, although weirdly, functional, despite not being plugged in. You might be onto something here. Boop. Aha! You open the battery compartment. Okay, good. This radio didn't need batteries to make those noises. You'd have to upgrade the Spookitude to business class Spookitude. And frankly, you can't afford that. Jackpot. D-cells. Could never have too many batteries, and never in too many different sizes either. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. E, D... Can you use this on the flashlight? These batteries are so huge, they don't even begin to fit. Like fitting a round peg into a round hole that's a bit smaller than the peg. You need some D-cells. Well then, it's a good thing I've got these ones here. Another electric device success. Light weaponry. Achievement unlocked. Nice. Another electric device successfully powered through clever manipulation of resources in your immediate environment. You are on fire. With your flashlight fully functional and in fit fighting form, you feel significantly better equipped to handle most low-light environments, and also to beat the bejesus out of any of these creeps that get too close. Although, that's a last resort, of course. Alright, well, I guess now we head back down to the basement. You try the knob. It turns easily, but it won't budge. Something's blocking it. Something heavy. You guess you'll come back and deal with this after you get the power back on. Ah, right. Okay. Right, that's not the basement, that's the trophy room. I forgot, because it was completely pitch black in there. Okay, basement. Maybe over here? Aha, whoa. Huh, that's really familiar looking. This mummy is currently blocking your access to the rest of the house. He has been ever since your pa left him here months ago. Ah, here we go. It's a machine designed to take your clothes and wash them. You call it a washing machine. It serves its purpose admirably on the rare occasion a human being is willing to cooperate. Ah, same. All neat and folded. Haha, just kidding. This is obviously dirty. Your pa brought this home as a souvenir. There's nobody inside it. It's kind of like a metaphor, you guess? You're not sure you want to start down the road of analyzing your life as if it were a work of fiction. Ah, she's great. Joey is just the best, really. A souvenir from your pa after his trip to Hawaii. He's been exploring the Pacific a lot lately for some reason, or so he mentioned offhandedly a few years ago. You assume he's still doing that, due to you not having any fresher data, or particularly caring one way or another where the hell he is. About the Blue Ladies. More Blue Ladies. Pa loves his Blue Ladies portraits so much, he keeps redundant backups scattered around. Because it's okay if you ignore something supposedly precious to you, as long as you're paying attention to something kind of similar in another location, right? Wow! Oh, that's harsh. And yeah, Jade is the... Yeah, totally a reference to Jade. You decide not to pull on that psychological thread, because you have important work to do, and who needs that crappy old blowhard anyway? Oof. These kids, man. It's taxidermied narwhal. Your pa brought it back with him from the Arctic. He sure does get around. Luckily for him, he has this big house to dump off the animals he murders and the kids he doesn't want to raise. Your babysitter sometimes cracks into your pa's special reserve, and she tends to do it down here, so you and Jude don't see. You aren't really sure what to say about it, or if you even have any business saying anything about it at all. Oh, jeez, no, not the Batter Witch. Okay, so there's a bunch of Batter Witch boxes down here. Forgotten skiing stuff. No basement is complete without it, in your extremely limited experience. Maybe it's because you grew up in a house where nobody really cooks, but you have no idea what to do with these cooking implements. Food, the great mystery. With your paw's strange affinity towards the Betty Crocker brand ever apparent, this musty-old junk mainly consists of all sorts of cooking implements, ranging from the familiar to the enigmatic. Really now, you can tell what a whisk is for, but some of this stuff looks downright unethical. It's also in your way. You can't reach the circuit breaker. Well then, I guess we'll just have to fucking move it then. Try to move one box, and the whole pile is liable to come tumbling down on you. You need to find some way to get them all moving at once. Shake them up somehow. Controlled tumble. That's the ticket. I get what you're saying. Totally unmoved. You'll need to step a little livelier to get this sturdy stack out of the way. Well then. Nice. I love how many problems can be solved by dancing in this game.